I'm Al. It's good to meet you.
Good to meet you.
Okay. And you said you want a low ball fade.
Low ball fade.
Okay. All right. So now he's told me what he wants. Do you have any concerns, any major concerns about the cut itself? Anything I shouldn't be doing? Any moles, anything like that? All right. So what you always want to do is a consultation. Even if you know him, you want to at least find out just something that he may be interested in knowing about, or you address him. Okay? So if you don't consult with him, he may not say it, or he may forget it. He may forget you have a mole back here. You don't want to find out after you don't cut it open. Okay? You come here back. Okay, so what you want to do, make sure you always ask him, you know, what it is he wants done. You want your ball fade up high, a high fade, or you want it down low like this?
Low fade.
Low fade, okay. Then you want low on top, I mean, do you?
Yeah, I want ball real low on top.
Okay. Okay. All right, so now you know what he wants. Okay, so I'm gonna start off. Usually some people make the initial cut from one side. They make the initial cut with their
trimmers.
The trimmers. But because that's usually a problem with some people, because they put a line in their head that they can't get out. So what I'm gonna do here for you today, I'm going to go ahead and just show you what I would probably do if I had a problem getting lines out. I would just use my masters or my seniors, whatever you're using, to then make that first line, the baseline. That way you don't have a line that you can't get out. Then when you got to here, and you got ready to clean it good, you go up, and instead of stopping right here, you just brush it. So now, what you're not doing is put the line in as permanent. Okay? So that's the easiest way to do that. But for time's sake, you're gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go to the skin, right to the skin. You'll have to get the line out. So I'm gonna go right to the skin, this blade.
This ball is automatic.
This ball is automatic. I can get a little closer too, but this gets it right down to where
you need to be.
I need to be. All right. Now I'll clean it up again some more. And then some people even put their walls shaper to be cleaner. Shaper. This is just how you want to do it. Every single time you find one way to fade initially, and you don't digress from that. People, they fade too many different ways. Today they fade this way, top down. Tomorrow they fade bottom up, or they got another technique they want to try. And what happens is the client, every time you do that, the client gets a different cut. So instead of him getting the same cut that he likes, because you're afraid they're different, the cut looks different. And he does, the client wants to be able to get the same cut every time. Okay? So what you want to do is have one way of cutting so that you don't have a problem as far as the look is concerned.
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead now and clean the sides up. You can come around. Clean the sides up. And I'm not stopping right here. I'm just brushing off. Huh? Right. If you don't make a line, you don't have to take one out. All right. And this line right here. What is this line called? What's that line right here called?
The fade line, the baseline.
Well, it's called a baseline. What is that really called? What's the terminology you want to remember about that line?
That's line of demarcation.
That's a line of demarcation. Okay. A line of demarcation. That's what you have to go ahead and remove that line and blend that line in. If you don't blend that line in, then he'll have a cap on his head. You don't want no cap on his head. You want a nice smooth blend without nobody seeing that line. okay? And if you don't remove that line, then that's a problem for him, okay? I just want to keep the client clean as possible. Dust them off. Okay. He says he gonna say he wants it low on top. So I know if he wants it low on top, he's not gonna be able to comb it back. Once you put it down low, it's not gonna be too much he can cover. He can cut, comb it back. So I'm gonna go with a 1.5 first, just so I can get an idea of where he want to be.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, it looks like a 1.5 already. So that's not too much anything. So
okay.
So I know already.
One probably be your best
So
bet.
I'm gonna try 1A,
Okay.
just to be safe, but I want him to approve it. So you never want to do something. You can always take off more hair, but you can't put it back. So if you take off a little bit first, let him approve it. Let him tell you that's okay. Then you say, you take it all off. See, this hair goes back anyway. See. So how's that look?
A little lower.
A little lower than that. Okay, so now you got him to tell you.
Okay.
And that's good. See, so now he knows that you right there in the ballpark. Now you're gonna go with a 1. That's usually probably what he gets. Okay, so that's a 1. Okay, now you're on the same page. Now you can start cutting. And you don't have to worry about he'll come along and say, oh man, you should have took more off. Some guys cut a whole head and shake the guy up, line him up, put the powder on him. And then the guy said, I want to take more off. Well, now you got to do 2 haircuts. Because you didn't get an understanding. And you didn't make it clear, or you didn't ask him to approve the height level. So now you got to go back, cut the hair off, cut more hair off. Probably had to reshape him again, all because you didn't find out the exact length. So always make sure you find the exact length. Always go every direction. His hair goes in different directions. You're not going to find that in everybody's head. So every direction that his hair goes, you have to follow it. Okay? All right, let's go over it. Now this is a little bit easier fade because you won't need no guards with this fade because you got the 1. So this is a little bit easier for you. Blow them off a little bit. I just want to try to blow them off a little bit. Make sure you got no hair sticking up, so take your time to go over it.
Okay.
Now, another thing, as you get your license and as you get ready to go out into the field, you want to get an adjustable or detachable clipper like this. However whether it's whatever you get, preferably a wall clipper.
Okay.
But if you get one, because it's going to make your speed, it's going to cut your haircuts in half.
Literally in half.
Literally in half. Once you get your understanding of what you're doing.
And your size is like, okay, no attachable is kind of
Right. You just
adjusting.
Right. So now I did that 1. What's the next step from a 1?
You're going to half.
Low. I'm going down low. So what's the next step? Well, the next guard would be OA.
Okay.
So on OA, I'm gonna go right here where this line is. I'm just gonna work that line, and I'm not gonna stop like go right here. I'm just gonna go like I'm going up. And as I let this flick up, it's going to blend right in automatically. So that line is almost gone. And I haven't created another line up here. You see that? Yeah, because I'm flicking and I'm going up like this. See, if I went up and then stopped, you don't have no line. So I had that line and that line to take out. So it's how you hold your clippers and how you flick your wrist will determine if you leave a line or not leave a line. Okay, so, and that would probably, this OA is probably the second notch, second or third notch on your clipper. If you're using a Andis or a Walls clipper. Okay, so that gives you a better idea.
Yeah.
Okay. Now the next clipper for detachable would be a 3-0 or 3-0. 3-0. 000.
Okay.
To get that line out. So right here now, I'm not going high. I'm just gonna work this line right here.
Bottom line. Right?
That's all I want to do. Work that line. I don't want to go high because if I go high, I'm going to go into my OA. All right, that just made. So I just want to get rid of that line. So I'm rubbing his head. Does that hurt, sir?
No.
To me, you always want to ask the customer, because sometimes some people have sensitive scalp, and you try and get that line out, you might press a little hard and it might hurt. They might not say nothing, but they just say, this guy got a heavy hand, and he probably won't come back to you. You say, that don't make no sense. I've had customers, they won't say nothing, but they won't come back. And you know, I asked one customer once, I said, why'd you come back? Well, I like your cut, but you're just too heavy-handed. See? And I would never known that if I hadn't asked them. But and that was how I got, you know, I'm always cognizant of that. Because trying to get the line out, you sometimes press a little hard. Everybody can't handle it. Okay? So now you see the line is almost gone.
Yeah.
Okay, but it's still there. And you know, that's why you want to have good lighting in your shop, because you don't want to send somebody out and they got a big old line going ahead, look like a plate, all right, or a bowl of soup. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna use my Alsmillions close all the way. I'm gonna take his head and I'm gonna hold it, and I'm gonna pull up on the scalp, and I'm flicking in that area.
Different?
Yeah. Now, you know, last year I won the New York City Barber speed cutting. This fade right here, I did the whole fade in 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Or 4 minutes. I'm sorry, 4 minutes and 42 seconds. So it's not something that takes a long time to do. But if you know the basic steps, you know what I'm saying, you can go ahead and get it done in no time. See? So now I can't go too far up, because why? I'll end up making
another line in your triple.
So I open it up a little wider, just a little bit. Open up a little wider.
Blend it.
Right? And I'll blend up a little higher. Okay. And blend up a little higher. Okay, and I work that whole area. And sometimes if it's quiet enough in the shop, you should be able to hear the fade. Yeah, you should hear the hair coming off. And when the hair's no longer coming off, you know you removed the line. You can still hear that hair after you opened it or after you closed it. You know that you haven't went high enough. Okay, so what you do now, you turn the head to the side. Okay, and you're gonna look at it, make sure that there's no line. You see a little something right there, okay. And you get this is called the barber eye. You got to have a barber's eye. That means you got to be able to see the lines of demarcation. If you can't see it, you can't remove it. Okay, a lot of barbers they can cut, but they can't see the line of demarcation, and they don't know why they can't. Why customers don't come back. Because they go home and the person say, hey man, you got a line in your head. The barber didn't see it. Why the barber didn't see it? Because the barber he doesn't watch cuts. You need to watch cuts. You need to watch people cutting. You need to look at cuts on video so you can see lines of demarcation. You can know when something is not right, that cut. You can't correct something that you can't see. Stand back off the cut. Don't get up all in the cut like this, because you'll never see it. Stand back off the cut and look at the cut. Turn them around. All right. In other words, you don't want no sudden You don't want a sudden change in color and fade. You want it to be gradual. So you scan all the way up to hair, okay? And that's what you want. So now you want to go ahead and clean him up on his neck. Hey, sis. Clean him up on his neck. Okay.
When you come back?
I ain't come back. I just coming through from Alabama. Huh?
How you been?
I'm doing good.
I just seen your post. I said he doing good.
Yeah, I just come back from the show in Alabama, the premier Barber show in Alabama.
Oh, this is
And I was there teaching a little bit. So.
over here?
No, out there.
Oh, okay.
And so I just stopped by on the way here to spread a little love.
I know, right?
That's all.
This us.
That's all. Okay, all right. So there we go. He got him now cleaned up for the most part. Make sure you get that hair around the nape of the neck and all coming up to here. If you got a razor, electric razor or whatever, you want to get it really clean, you can go ahead and you can do that at this time. Okay. And I'm gonna make sure if you got a little hair on the side of the head, you grab that. Okay. Do you take a razor line, sir? You do? Okay. All right.
Why you ask instead of putting on? Some guy you got
some people don't take a razor line. Some people don't want a razor line.
They want a natural flow?
No, they want a line, but they don't want a razor on. You understand? So you don't want to do something somebody don't want. You gotta ask them. You know, I think I told somebody one time the guy had hair going out the top of his nose. Got trim this down a little bit. Well, you always ask them. And I thought I was doing him a favor. So the hair, I ain't no see nobody had hair go out the top of their nose.
Yeah.
So I went ahead and just whoop, knocked it off.
You got offended?
You had a fit. You would have thought.
He'd be thankful.
I had stabbed him in the heart. He said, "Man, did I tell you to take that hair off my nose?" And he had a fit for about 20 minutes while I was finished cutting him up. And ain't nothing I could do but listen. And say, "You're right. You're right, sir. I should have asked you." Okay. And these clippers are sharp, so I don't, you know, I just dab it. All I want to do now is just have an idea of where the line is. Okay. The best thing I want to do on the line, is look at the highest point on either side. Whichever side is the highest, then the other side is the side that you want to start on. Because that side you can use almost match the other side. You don't want to go back too far on the line because people don't like that.
Okay, so you start from the highest?
The highest side for him was on this side.
Okay.
So I can match it better on this from this side first. So start on that side, I'm just taking it higher.
Okay.
You understand? I don't want to take it high on this side. I want to make sure this side almost matches that. Okay? Nobody has a symmetrical head, so don't go crazy. But you want it to look as good as possible. Okay? And all I'm doing now for myself, because I know I'm coming back with the razor, is just
outlining it.
Outline it so I know a point of reference.
Okay.
Okay. But you do not want to go back far on a person's line. If you go back too far on the line, then you're gonna lose the customer. Okay. So now, if I wasn't gonna razor line them, I would stand close on top of them like this. Okay. I'm gonna put my finger right here on his forehead, and boom. Okay, that's the first line. Then I'm gonna go from there on both sides. You understand? And I work my way up. So if this line is weak, I'll stay right within there. Okay. See? You understand? I don't want to ever go back too far on this line. And what I normally do, and I suggest you do, A lot of people around the country, when I go to barbershops, they're doing the dry shave thing. They just dry shaving around the line. Okay, that could be okay sometimes. But if you got a guy coming into you every week and you keep dry shaving him every week, after a while, it's gonna get dark in that area. So say in that area, or say you're doing the beard, it's gonna get dark there originally, after a while, because you're removing layers of skin, and the skin grows back, but it's getting dark because you're removing layers of skin each week. So you don't want to constantly do that without some type of lubricant. Okay, so I have my own shaving oil that I develop, and I just take a little bit, not a lot, and it does two things. It outlines the line for me a whole lot more, so I can see what I'm doing, and it causes me to be able to shave without irritating him and breaking him out. I don't want him with bumps. I don't want him to have problems. You understand? If he has bumps and problems, he's not coming back to me. Okay? I'm gonna get right here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here now, I'm just gonna go right where his line is. Okay? Yeah? So, that's all you're gonna do. Then, right now, you would probably lower the chair. Okay. Yeah, hit that right quick. I gotta call you back, Jay. All right. Put this head back on your chest, just like this. Now, you really can see if this hairline is straight, because you're gonna see everything right on top. So, I'm still gonna go right from the point. I'm gonna pull down, and I'm just a little bit. It's a slight rub. See? All the way around. While I'm doing this, see, I can see what I'm doing. Now some guys say, yo, I want to see the white ash. And that's okay from time to time. But you can't do that every single time the man comes in. You just scrape it away his skin. Okay, and this side, same thing. Okay. Go back on top. And you can see the difference.
Yeah.
You all right? And that way, because you would never get that kind of line with the clippers. You never do that. So what you do now is have them come back. Okay. Whatever you see that needs to be touched up, you can touch it up. Let me get here for a second. Okay. So I see where I want him right here. This is weak. Now you want to touch it with the clippers. So right there. See? And there you go. All right. Now, let's talk. Two things you could do. Normally, what I would do, if I was going to line him up, I would take this dry shave. It's a dry shave, but this man, he keeps his head nice and clean. But you got guys that come in here and their hair is dry, flaking. They ain't wash their hair, you can tell. Or you got a dandruff problem. You take this right here, a dry shave or dry foam, and you apply it to your skin if they can't get their hair washed. You apply it to the head, the scalp. This is also astringent, like alcohol, but it doesn't burn. Okay, so you can put that to the head and the scalp. It gets rid of the grease, and then you can go ahead and line them up. Once it dries, you understand? You can line them up, and you get a clean cut, because now you cleaned all the grease, all the oil, right? And I'm just gonna go over
your clippers cut.
Huh?
You don't gotta worry about no grease between your clippers.
No.
And your blades.
So everything that you keep clean, you know, the less barbers you have. Okay. Again, just touch them up real quick, make sure everything's right before you send them on his way. Okay, I touched his mustache. I gotta finish his mustache off here. And just trim that up real good. In here, just gonna trim it. Now, some people you might use the razor on their mustache only. So I'm just gonna trim it up. But you gotta get used to touching people's face because it's very important that you do a good job. And if you don't want to touch their face, you're not gonna be able to do a good job. So you gotta get used to that. Pulling on the skin allows you to get it better if you just now I got different clippers for different things. This is not as sharp as the other one. But I don't want his mouth burning for the rest of the day. So I would never put that clipper on his lips. You understand? Certain areas of the skin is more sensitive than other areas. So you don't put certain clippers and stuff on a person. It's gonna break them out or hurt them. You don't want to hurt people. If you hurt them, no matter how good you cut, they're not coming back. You see how clean that thing took that off?
Yeah.
That's the difference. Now this one is designed for medium skin. This one right here, I would never put that on his face because it's gonna break him. It's gonna bust him open. All right, but it's for me. I know how to use it. Okay, and I got another one for little kids and women. So people say, "Oh, you got so many clippers." Well, it's a reason because everybody's different. You understand? And you put it on a woman's face, skin, you're gonna have a problem. All right? You have one of those electric shavers?
So I don't have walls like this.
Okay. All right, we'll cover it up for a minute. This stuff's for us. This is us right here. Yeah, you make it through a wall. This will make you work a whole lot. But the key to this, don't press hard. Whether it's Angus or whether it's balls. People press hard, and you press real hard, and what happens is you mess up the foil. And you don't have to press hard. You just need to lay it on the skin. It'll do the work. But I know, I did the same thing. My first ones, I pressed real hard trying to get that. No, you're gonna mess the foil. If you mess that foil up, the foil is not gonna take anything. The foil needs to receive the hair. Once that foil receives that hair, it's gonna cut it. But if you press real hard to the skin, the hair can't go into the foil, and therefore you don't get the cut. So you should be gliding across his blade. You understand? So you're gonna make this an experience for him. So when he come to you, it's not like, oh man, I gotta go get my hair cut. He should look forward to coming to get a haircut. See? And what I would do, I'll strap him back and throw a hot towel on him in a minute. All right?
What does a hot towel mean?
Huh?
What does a hot towel do?
It cleans dirt, debris from his face and his head, because you don't want him carrying it around when he puts alcohol on. It makes him feel good. And it relaxes his skin. You know, all those things. I mean, your job as a barber is not only to cut hair, but it's to give him an experience, you know, so that he doesn't mind coming. You know, you can't do anything to this guy in the chair that's going to cause him not to want to come back. You understand? Because and now it's no longer experience. Now it's a job. I got to, you know. You should look forward to coming to see you. And that's how you win your client, build your clientele. You understand? And you constantly, you know, and then of course I would talk to him. If he wanted to talk, he could talk. He don't want to talk, that's okay too. But I want him to feel comfortable while he's getting his cut. That's my only concern. I don't want him to feel like, God, talk me to death. You know, your hands should be clean. Okay? This man ain't got no business smelling your lunch on your fingers. You cut his nose, he's gonna chicken wings and hot sauce. Okay? That's because you didn't wash your hands good, or you didn't wash them at all. Okay, these things will cause you to lose a customer quick. And he ain't gonna tell you. He ain't gonna tell you.
He's not gonna show up.
I just ain't coming back there no more. You know? Okay. Now, I got my spray. And I would use, like I said, I'll wipe them down nice, make sure it's nice and clean. His face too. I'm gonna put my bump killer on him. But I want him to have, I want him to have no bad experience. So that's my product. I'm gonna put that right on his face. It's gonna burn a little bit, but most older guys our age, we know about the burn. We don't mind that, especially if it's getting rid of something. You know about that. You guys say, bring it on. I'll take it. See, I'm gonna go over his whole head because I don't want no debris, because he can be infected by his own hair, his own dirt, his own skin. If you leave it there, I see guys, they cut the whole head and then they spray them down with alcohol all over. Okay? But they haven't wiped it. Look at that.
Dang.
They haven't wiped that away. That's just grease and oil from the skin. If you don't wipe it away, you just put alcohol over it. And then he walk away and it dries up and it'll dry. That's dry mud. That's a dry mud pack on his face that could possibly infect him later on. This is why guys have so many bumps on their face, because we're not taking the procedures serious. The procedures must be taken serious. When you taking care of a customer, this should be like you taking care of your dad or your mom. You understand?
Yes, sir.
If you do that, because he can feel if you care about him. He know this nigga don't care about me. Tear my head up. He know. You understand?
So low, man.
So when he leave here, in his mind, I want him to say, I wish this guy would stay here so he could be my barber. In his mind, I want him to be saying that. You understand? But that's what you should be doing. Developing a clientele and treating your customers in a way where they don't mind coming back to you. And they search you out, they wait for you. They pay extra to get you. You understand? Because they understand you're going to take care of them. All right? Yeah, remember? Hey, guy. Oh, he's a big guy now. Yeah, I saw him on Facebook. Yeah. Now this is what, come here on this side. I'll spray them down. The skin is glistening. I'm gonna put this heat on. This is gonna relax them. Okay? Two things. Everybody see what's going on. Everybody, all the customers see, all the barbers see what you're doing. They know they don't get that from their barber. Okay? Now you're gonna give him this, because anytime you take a skin, you do a fade, a skin fade, you wanna make sure that you relax him. Okay? You don't wanna go up on his hand, up like this. If you do a bald head, the same thing. And what you're doing, relaxing all those muscles in his neck. Okay? This is how you set him off on his way. This is the last thing you want him to experience. You understand? Now, people gonna laugh, gonna sniggers, people gonna be sniggering in the background. You're gonna hear all that when you do this. Okay? Gonna keep on doing it. Okay? Because what's gonna happen, that dude gonna look for you just so he can get that neck massage. You understand? You gotta set yourself apart, brother. You ain't got no time to be playing. All right? And you got to do what you got to do. Make sure he's right. He's going back. He might be going back to work. So make sure he's straight. Okay? Then you want to go ahead and give him the mirror. In this case, I will give him my mirror. Then you turn him around to the mirror like this. Turn him around. I'm gonna put the mirror up to his head like this so he can see the back of his neck. Let him look at it. And that's what you want to hear. You want to hear him tell you he like it. Alright? And let him look at his face if you want, look at his mustache, whatever you want to look at. Okay. Now you happy because he happy. See? That's it. And then you want to let him down a little bit. If it's too high, if it's a lady, you want to lift you up down. Make sure no hair gets on him. That's it.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.
I'll be back.
All right.
Thank you, Al.
And that's the process.
Said be back.
That's the process.